Hey everybody, this is Greg Gossett from Gossett Trading and Mentoring Live, and today is Thursday, September 2nd, 2021. We are in the final hour of the trading day, which is my favorite time to make the majority of my buying and selling decisions for my swing trades because I believe that the closing prices are the most valid prices of the day. During the day traders and the algorithms, they are the ones that are in control of the price. At the end of the day, in the last hour, and in particular, in the last few minutes, the large financial institutions come in. They're dealing with a lot of money. They're dealing with the most money, and they start to go to work. And because of the size of the money that they're dealing with, they take control of the price back away from the day traders and the algorithms. I consider them to be the smartest money on the street. They have very smart people. They have best information, best technology. And like I said, they're dealing with the most money. And so I just consider it the most valid price of the day to make your buying and selling decisions from off of the closing levels. So thank you all for coming today. It's nice to see everyone. I hope you are having a good day with life in general, and also having a good trading day if you're trading or swing trading or day trading or whatever you're doing. But I appreciate you being here. I always look forward to seeing everyone. We have such a great group with so many people that contribute, and really grateful that we have this group, and just appreciate you stopping by today. Currently the Dow is up 100 points, up 0.29%. The NASDAQ up 13.06 points, up 0.09%, and the S&P is up 8.82, up 0.20%. So green across the board. It's been a pretty volatile day, so hope you're staying safe out there. So here's the plan for today. First of all, we're going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer. Secondly, we're going to come back. We're going to take a look at my current positions. We're going to talk about when I bought them, why I bought them, and how I'm going to manage them going forward. Did have some day trades today. I will share those with you. After that, we're going to go over to the board. We're going to take a look at my students' current positions, talk about when they bought them, why they bought them, how they are doing. So we'll go through each one. That will be fun. After that, we are going to talk a little bit about trader psychology, get away from the charts for a minute, talk about trader psychology, most important skill you can ever develop in trading and in life, I would mention, is the ability to manage your emotions and follow your plan. We're talking about trading, so we're talking about creating a good trading plan based upon good trading principles, but more importantly, how to manage and follow that plan without letting your emotions get involved and get you off track. After that, I do have some potential end of day candidates today. I have three requirements whenever I'm looking to enter a new trade. First, I need a confluence combination of indicators lining up on multiple time frames. Secondly, I need a good risk to reward ratio based upon strong and solid support below me and strong and likely resistance above me. It needs to be at least 2 to 1. I need to be able to make 2 times or more compared to what I'm risking to make that asymmetrical math work. And then lastly, I need to have a complete trading plan. For me, complete trading plan involves the following. First, I need to know what my absolute maximum allowed loss is. Very important. Second, I need to be able to position size based upon the current market volatility. Number 3, I need to know where my emergency stop is. Number 4, I need to know where my end of day stop is. Number 5, I need to know where my intraday profit targets are. Number 6, I need to know where significant overhead resistance levels are going to be. And lastly, I need to have a good trailing stop methodology so that if I have a profitable trade, I don't get into that horrible position where you give it all back. All right, so that's a complete trading plan. You need to have one for everything that you do. If you're missing out on some of those requirements of mine, let me know. Happy to explain. But it's not just buying and selling. It's all the things I talked about. It's the emotions. It's all of it. That's why this is such a tough gig. It's the best gig in the world, but it's a tough gig. But you have to look at yourself as a professional trader. You have to look at yourself as, okay, I'm following the rules. I'm doing what 90% of the other people don't. That's kind of a good mindset to get into. All right, so using those three criteria, I will go down through my end of day candidates. We'll look at the multiple time frames. We'll look at the risk to rewards. And if I find something that makes sense, I will buy it right before the close of the market. After the market closes, if anybody has any questions for me, please let me know. I'm happy to answer them. If you need any clarification on anything I discussed today, please let me know as well. If you would like me to look at any stock symbols today, if you'd like to get my opinion on them, please put them in the chat, and I will do my very best to get to them before the close of the market. And then lastly, if any of my students have any new entries or exits for me today, if you could please wait until after the markets close before you tell me about them, so that I am done teaching, I am done trading, pressure's off, and we will spend as much time as we need to get everything taken care of for you. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to close the door, and I am going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer. So I'll catch you back here in about 40 seconds. Thank you. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Please carefully read and or listen to the U.S. government required disclaimer before watching this video or live stream broadcast. The video link and disclaimer text are located in the description section of this video or live broadcast, here and here. Thank you so much. Okie dokie Smokey, let's see who is here today. Steve Burns. It's first on deck. Good to see you, Steve. Hope you're having a really good day, my friend. Thank you, as always, for coming and joining us in the group, Steve. It's always an honor every day. I really mean that, and I appreciate it, and I know everyone else does as well. Dan is here, giving me a thumbs up. What's going on, Dan, for Greg? Appreciate the thumbs up reminder. And where's my peace sign, though, Dan? I just don't think I can continue if I don't get the peace sign from Dan. Michael Wilkinson, aka Lova, is here. Good to see you, Michael. Hope you're having a good day, buddy. Miko25 is here. Good afternoon, Greg and group. Nice to see you, Michael. The other Michael, my Miko25, Michael. Hope you're doing well. Hope health is well. Hope trading's going well. Hope the family is well. David is here. Hello, Gregorian traders. Nice to see you, David. Hope you are doing well. Hope the family is also doing well. Frank is here. Nice to see you, Frank. Thank you, as always, for everything that you do for this channel. Frank, really mean that. Tom is here. Hey, Tom. Think we had a really good lesson last night. And boy, I'll tell you what, Tom is sharp as a tack. I'll tell you what. He is going to be a force to be reckoned with trading. I can just tell. Kamal is here. Hello, my friend. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day, buddy. Thank you, as always, for everything that you do for this channel and your wonderful, wonderful scanner, Kamal. Really appreciate that. All right. Well, let's get to it. Let's get started. All right. I did buy AGQ. I bought this back here on August 20th. We had an under. Back over 30, deep dip buy, also had a false breakout to the downside, moved up beautifully. I always take profits when it moves a certain amount from the previous day's low. So I took profits. Here, I got to my 1.5 ATR trailing stop above my entry, which means I go into trailing stop mode. Here, I had a close below the previous day's low. I sold half at about 36.81. Up again we went, took profits. Yesterday, I think we rejected the 50 RSI on AGQ. And Tom, as you know, 2 out of 3 rules gets me to get out of a position with an under 30, over 30. And so I didn't notice this yesterday. I was busy with the podcast, but it looks like we did touch, or very close anyway, to the 50 RSI, which would be the 2 of the 3. So I am going to go ahead lock in all of silver today. It looks like I probably should have done it yesterday, but it did lose the 5 EMA today, or at least it has so far. So anyway, I am going to go ahead and lock in all profits today on AGQ. And pretty good trade, I must say. From entry to current price, it is up 7.01%. Alibaba, another deep dip buy that I took, along with Miko, Kamal, Ava, Gary. Kamal bought it here at 160 even. I bought it with an under 30 over 30 at 162.33. Has moved up nicely. Did hit one profit target today. Got right to the 50 RSI. Looks like it rejected it. I will be selling half of the position today and locking in half profit. This particular trade at the moment up 5.71%. So let me put a little marker here so I know what I'm doing. That's rude. Okay, Domino's Pizza. Steve, Tom, Miko, Jonathan, and I did buy Domino's Pizza yesterday with the 520 crossover. I bought it at 516.15. It's 515.58. It's up a little bit on the day, but it's down on the trade. I'm looking for a 520 cross under. 5 is 515.03. The 20 is 514.78, so it is above. The price is holding both the 5 and the 20. So as is right now, slightly down on the trade, but nothing has indicated that I have to do anything with it. JO. I did buy JO here along with Frank and Tom with the 520 crossover. Bought it here at 51.53. Moved up nicely. Took partial profits. Got to my 1.5 ATR trailing stop level. Kept going up, took more profits, had a close below the previous day's low, locked in half profits there. Looks like we're going to lose the 5 EMA today, in which case I will go ahead and exit this trade and lock in profits because we got up to the 65 RSI level. So I will be locking in all profits on JO today and also all profits on AGQ today. KLAC. Tom and I did buy KLAC at 334.51 with a 520 crossover. Moved up nicely, got to trailing stop level 1.5. Has not closed below a previous day's low. Looks like it's going to close below the 5 EMA. However, it did not reach the 65 RSI level, so therefore nothing to do. It is up today. It is slightly up on the trade. SPY. I did buy SPY yesterday at 451.80. I sold it this morning at 453.40. So nice little overnight SPY trade. Bought at 451.80, sold at 453.40. So I've had some nice overnight SPY trades so far, and I will be buying this again at the close, holding it overnight, selling it first thing tomorrow morning. Oh, that reminds me. Do I even have that? Have I done that? I have not done that. Shame on me. All right, let me put the market on close order in here. Just so I get that taken care of. Boom and boom. Done and done. All right. Good enough. Now what was I doing? Oh, Amazon. All right. I did buy Amazon along with David, Tom, Michael, Martin. Deep dip buy. Under 200, over 200. End of day stop. 200-day moving average. Bought it here at 33.05.48. It had kind of moved sideways for a couple days, and then it started to take off like a rocket ship. I did sell half of my position a couple days ago when we got to the 53rd ATR channel confluence at about 34.70.45. Did go up again yesterday, but came back down. Did go up again earlier today. I hit one profit target at 35.02.84. It has got above 65 RSI. So right now I am looking for a close below it's up 4.43%. Today it looks like we may get a close below the previous day's low. So therefore I will sell half of my position because we got to trailing stop level. So that is also one I have to look at, but this has been a great trade. All right, let's take a look at some intraday trades on VIX. Here we go. Here was my VIX trade on the 5 minute. We came down, bottom of the value zone, sideways motion, had a V1, sold half at 24.67. Next bar kind of took off like a rocket ship, sold half at 24.71, moved sideways, had another big up bar, sold another half of a half at 24.76. Then had another one here, 24.80, then had a close below the previous day's low, 24.75. So I got in at 24.67, out at 24.71, out at 24.75, out at 24.76, and at 24.80. So that's been a nice little trade on VIX for sure. All right, and then Apple. Did have some trades on Apple. I'll go back in. I'll do the first ones first. This was a losing trade. We went under 30 over 30. I did buy here, was under 30 over 30 and a V2. I bought at 152.63. Next bar stopped me out, unfortunately, 152.55. So I lost 8 cents on the trade. It looks like I was in the right area. Took off without me, but that's okay. I followed my rules, but that one was a small loss. But I do have some profitable ones back here as well. Here we had an under 250 over 250 on the 5 minute. I bought at 153.12, sold here when we had a big up bar, 153.13, sold when we had another up bar here, 154.44. So I'd gotten rid of 3/4 of the position, and then here we had a close back under, got out of that for basically at break even essentially. So really the profit was from 153.12 up to 153.31 up to 153.44. All right, and then lastly, had a nice little return to value trade here. We were way above the value zone. We came into the value zone. I gave this a little pass. I was looking for 2-day sideways motion, but I decided to take the trade because we went under 50, over 50, under the 50 RSI, over the 50 RSI, and a V1. So I entered here at 153.60, exited 153.83, exited 153.95, exited 154.11, and exited 154.28. So really, really good day trading today, and I am grateful for that. Let's go over and take a look at your position. Shall we? Okay. Two positions here on IWM. Lova had a great trade on IWM, under 200, over 200, and a V2 at 215.40. It's 229.11. Wow, beautiful trade there. Steve also bought IWM yesterday at 227.11. It's 229.11. So up on the day for both Steve and Lova, and up on the trade for both of them as well. So congratulations. GNRC, Ava. Okay. So Ava shorted GNRC at 442, was profitable in the trade until today. Today it is up 451.84, up 2.99%. So unfortunately, this one's up on the day, but Ava's down on the trade because she was short. Disney, Steve and Michael Martin bought Disney with a 1050 EMA crossover, bought at 180.08. It's currently 181.89. It is down on the day today, but it is still up on the trade. VRM, we have Steve getting in VRM at 27.12. With an under 30 over 30. It's currently 26.71. So this is down on the day, and it is now down on the trade. Twillo, I have Michael Martin getting in Twillo about 360.55 with an under 200 over 200. It's 358.22. It is down on the day, and it looks like it is also down on the trade. TTD, Tom bought TTD with a 520 crossover at, I'm not sure exactly the price. Sold half yesterday, luckily, but down 1.8% today. So down on the day and also down on the trade. Roku, oh boy, I did not see this. Tom bought Roku yesterday with a close above the 200-day moving average, 368.20. It's 351.23. Oh gosh, down 4.56%. So this was a huge whipsaw here. So unfortunately down on the day and also down on the trade for Tom. Spotify, beautiful, huge day. Steve bought Spotify yesterday at 238.87 with the 1030 SMA crossover and a monster move up today, up 7%. Congratulations, Steve, up to the 6th ATR channel. I think I saw Steve maybe took profits on this already and locked him in. I'm not sure, Steve. You'll have to remind me, but beautiful trade, Steve Burns. Wonderful, wonderful trade. Let's see. This is Tesla. Tom. These other guys are in it as well, but different time frame. Tom bought Tesla with an under 200, over 200, deep dip buy, bought at 685.47. It's 733.72. It is down 37 cents today, but Tom is nicely and beautifully up on the trade. ARK, Steve Burns bought ARK at 121.78 with the 520 crossover. It is currently 124.79. It's up 0.86% today and nicely up on the trade. Steve, congratulations. UTZ, another great trade here by Jonathan from Ireland. Under 30, over 30, V2, under the negative third, over the negative third, and cherry on top, close over the 5 EMA at 18.41. It's $20. It's up 1.32% today, and this particular trade up 8.1%. Jonathan, way to go. Boeing. Kamal bought Boeing back here on 820 at 213 even. It is 220.42. It's up 2.29 dollars today, up 1.06%, and nicely up on the trade. Otley. Steve Burns bought Otley back here on the 27th at 1813 with the 520 crossover. It is 1766. It's down 0.95%. So down on the day and down on the trade. SRPT. Frank bought SRPT. Beautiful entry here at 74.42. It is 79.24. It is slightly down on the day, but Frank is nicely up on the trade. Twitter. Kamal bought Twitter here. 63.24. It's currently 64.57. It is down on the day, but it is still up on the trade, which is most important. Square. Gary bought Square with a 520 crossover, 270.73. Looks like he got out a half here, about 261, and then went up, down today. So all in all, this is down, and it is down on the trade as well. CVS, love a nice trade, buddy. 520 crossover a couple days ago at 84.60. It's 87.19. It's up 1.73% just today, and a lot more than that on the trade. So let's give Lova a hand. Uber up today for Kamal. Kamal bought Uber yesterday at $40 even. It is 41.33. So up on the day and up on the trade. Very, very nice. ZG. Lova bought ZG yesterday at 98.30. It's 98.41. So it is up on the day and up on the trade. Jonathan bought DocuSign back here on the 25th at 298.70. It's 293.32. It is down on the day, down on the trade. And then lastly, NOC. David bought NOC here on the 26th of August at 365.10. It's 367.16. Up on the day, up on the trade. That should be my new bumper sticker. Up on the day, up on the trade. Okie dokie, Smokey. All right, Ava is here. Good to see you, Ava. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Congratulations on all your great trading lately. And thank you for everything you do for this channel as well. Frank says, penny for your thoughts. It cost the government mint 2 cents to make a penny. Yep, I've heard that before. Does that sound about right for government policy? I don't know. Dan gives me a double peace sign. Thank you so much, Dan. I needed that today. Chad Carr is here. Hey, Chad, nice to see you. In the course, I did not see MACD yet. Is that new? MACD is really, I have MACD on my charts, Chad, but I don't in the deep dip buy stock trading program that you're talking about that you've watched on udemy.com. That is not an indicator I use. as far as the deep dip buy. I use that with other approaches. And if I'm planning on doing about 4 more Udemy courses, and one of those definitely will include the MACD, but I use that for different strategies, not for the deep dip buy strategy. And so that's why it's not really mentioned there. Steve Burns says, Blink has a 520 crossover. Where did my pen go? Does anyone know? Okay, BLNK 520. All right, let's take a look at it. BLNK. Yes, it does. Don't like how it rejected the 50-day moving average. Let's take it the weekly. Weekly's over the 50, so let me do a little math here, Steve. Okay. Okay, got that, and I'm going to put that on our list. BLNK. BLNK. Okay, good enough. Good enough. MA. Oh, okay. MA has a 30 RSI. I didn't see that. I'm glad Steve mentioned that. Oh, yes. So I do like deep dip buys, especially on stocks like MasterCard. So let me put that on the list. How we doing? 127. All right. I think I'm running a little bit late. All right. So that's on the list to look at as well. And thanks for that, Steve. We'll look at that. Jonathan says, a wee bit late tonight. Evening, Greg and group. Nice to see you, Jonathan. Better late than never. Hope you and the family are doing well. Tom says, caution. Since 1928, September S&P 500 is the only month to show more down months than up. 50 versus 42. Yep, that is true. Pretty well known. September, October, not so hot tamale for the S&P, but could be up this year. You never know. Chad says, also for Trade Navigator, we need the real time or end of day is enough for our strategy. Yeah, you need real time. I mean, end of day, you get the end of the day, but it's after essentially the market's closed. So you need to make your decisions before the market's closed, Chad. But you don't need Trade Navigator. I mean, I use them. I love them. I've used them for over 20 years. But almost any trading program out there will allow you, it gives you the indicators that you need for the deep dip buy or anything that I do. Hope that helps, Chad. Gary is here. Good to see you, Gary. Nice to see you, buddy. What's been going on? I feel like you've been up to something lately. I haven't seen you. What's happening? I know something's going on, but it's probably good. Let me put in Frank's poem here. This is going to be great, as they always are. Let's take a look and see what Frank says today. Reversion to the mean every trader's seen. Those standard deviations can be brutal and obscene with volatility that had a bit too much caffeine. Position sizing lean helps a trader exit clean. Oh, come on. How good is that? Reversion to the mean every trader seen. You guys know what reversion to the mean is? It means you get above the mean, above standard deviations, you come back to the mean. So reversion to the mean every trader seen. Yes, we've all seen it. Those standard deviations can be brutal and obscene with volatility that has had a bit too much caffeine. We always do revert to the mean, although it's not on our schedule, it's on the market's own schedule, but eventually it does. Or in other words, it comes back to the value zone, right? That's another way of saying it. Position sizing lean helps a trader exit clean. I'll tell you what, the smaller your position, the better you're going to trade. Tom and I had this discussion last night. If you buy one share of Tesla, you're going to follow your plan because you're not going to get your emotions all elevated. But that is totally right. Position sizing lean helps the trader exit clean. Thank you so much. Oh, Dan gives us a slow motion clap. I can just picture it, Dan. Boom, boom, boom. Chad says, thanks. I had a hard time getting the chart similar yours on interactive brokers. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of interactive brokers, but you should be able to, Chad. Gary says, all is well. I'll catch up with you on Skype one day soon. I would love to. I would love to know what you're up to, Gary, and what's happening. Okay, listen, before we start taking a look at our end of day trades, before we look for our 3 criteria, which are confluence, combination of indicators lining up on multiple time frames, key multiple time frames. Second, good risk to reward ratio at least 2-to-1, at least minimum 2-to-1. And then number 3, having a complete full trading plan. I mentioned earlier the 7 components of what makes that up. But before we do that, let us change lanes. Get away from the charts for a minute and talk about what's really important. And what is really important is your trader's mindset, or in other words, trading psychology. This is from Money Trade Edge, Better Thinking, Better Trading, one of my favorite channels on Twitter. These posts are nice, short and succinct, but they carry a lot of weight, and that's why I like to read from these. But let's see what he has to say today. 90% of traders can become successful traders just by following their rules. You know, about 90% of traders lose money. It's a dirty little secret in trading. 90% of traders lose money. I wonder if that has anything to do with 90% of traders can be successful traders just by following the rules. That was a rhetorical question because you know the answer. Yes, of course, 90% of people lose money trading simply by the fact that they do not follow their rules. Trading rules, trading plans, you do not need some secret Dr. No James Bond lair computer lab person to come up with it. It's very simple. You buy at support, you sell at resistance, you position size correctly, you get out quickly if you're wrong. There are so many different trading approaches that will just do fine for you, but you have to follow them. It's human error. Do you think there's any, do you think it's just by random chance, or do you think this is a coincidence that 90% of traders lose money? And then here, 90% of traders can be successful just by following the rules. Remember, 10% of people are taking all the money from the other 90%. And I would bet you those 10% of people that are taking the money are following their rules. So if you've had a hard time making money, if it's been a challenge, just get back to basics, everyone. Follow your rules. 90% of traders can become successful traders just by following their rules. 90% of traders lose money, and I can guarantee you they do not follow the rules. So you can hear it in my voice, right? I'm putting a little emotion into it. It's true. I want everyone out there to succeed. I want every single person in this podcast that listens to this podcast to succeed, right? It's David and Goliath. Goliath's the big one, right? Yeah. So we're David. And, we're up against the best traders in the world, best information, best technology, but we have an edge too. We do not have to buy until we want to. They have to buy because of order flow. So please, 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 that was 4 pleases if you're counting. You need to follow your rules, everybody. And if you do it for a month, see what happens. It may not be huge money, but I'm pretty sure it will be money. So anyway, thank you very much. Money Trade Edge, Better Thinking, Better Trading. That was helpful for me. And 90% of traders can be successful by following the rules. So follow your freaking rules. All right? Okay. Frank says, thank you, Jonathan. Michael says, good find, Steve, on MA. It's also with the negative third ATR channel. Great. Confluence of signals, right? That's what we are always looking for. Steve Burns says, 90% of traders fail because they can't follow their own rules about entry and exit discipline with proper risk management. That's it. That's it. Can I copy that, Steve? Can I talk about this tomorrow? That's a perfect, let's see. Oh, that's not going to work. All right. Sorry, I'm freewheeling here. Give me a second. Let's see. I just put this one as Steve Burns. That is a great quote, Steve. I think I'm going to use that tomorrow, but it's so true. 90% of traders fail because they can't follow their own rules about entry and exit discipline with proper risk management. How do we fix this? Do we get a chaperone to stand behind you every day? That would probably do it. I guarantee you, if I was standing behind you every day at your desk, you would be a better trader. Just because I was standing there. If you were standing behind me, I would be a better trader. Need to figure something out with this concept. Jonathan, cat V2 plus 200. Yes, that is true, Jonathan. And I do have that on my list. I was looking for that. Glenn, good to see you, Glenn. Hi, Greg. Thoughts on GFL? Looking to break out above 37 to target 42. Okay. GFL. Okay, well, it has a V2 here today. Look, this might go. Let's take a look at a little bit bigger picture. You're saying up to 42. Let's take even a bigger picture than that. Certainly could. I mean, usually if you have a swing like this, here I even have the little profit target here. If you can swing from there to there, you usually can swing up to about the second. Up to the third if you're really good, but I would say more about $37, but I guess it depends on the time frame. For me, I can't take this. It violates my rules in that it has already rejected the 1 ATR channel, and it's a little too high for me to take. But if you do have that, Glenn, I'm rooting for you, buddy. I hope it's going to go up. Steve says, I will tweet that for you tomorrow morning. Oh, thank you, Steve. Good. Then I can have it for tomorrow's psychology section. Excellent. DOP says, Lily, thoughts? Well, let's take a look. Lily. Okay. Return to value, sideways motion. This is a tricky one. Who was that? DOP? All right. This one's a little deceiving here because yes, DOP, it is a V2. I would say the day one bar is actually just about 1 ATR. I'm not so concerned about that, but we do have a day V2 with day 1, 2, 3, 2 washes out, 1, 3 closes above day one's close, but it has the negative 1 ATR channel, the value zone above it as resistance. That's what I don't like. Tom says, MA sister V rejected the 200, so that's Visa. I didn't know that was their sister. Oh, that one's not bad either, actually. I'm going to write that one down. 1 second. We're going to have a lot to look at today. I can tell already. Yeah, the financials have had a tough go of it. And and let me put that on there. And guess what? Is it about Amazon time? And I mean them showing up. I believe it is, everyone. Hold on. Give me about 30 seconds, please. Talk amongst yourself. Tell some jokes. I'll be right back. Okie doke, smoke. What do we have? About 20 minutes left. Smart checking the evil twin, Tom. Oh, nice. All right. Glenn says, dad joke. You think swimming with sharks is expensive? Swimming with sharks cost me an arm and a leg. Ba-dum-bum. I love it, Glenn. Thank you. I like Glenn's stock almanac stuff and his jokes. I love jokes, by the way. I always have. I grew up with my mom, always had jokes, always clean ones. Let's see. Angie's List. Well, Angie's List did look better earlier in the day. We had a close below the negative 1 ATR channel. We did come into the value zone. We had a lot of sideways motion, which is not required for a higher low V1, but it doesn't hurt. Then we had a nice V2 here. This is the pink line 1064. It is untriggered, so therefore not valid at the moment. Let's look at the weekly. Weekly had resistance at the 5 EMA here. Got to about halfway the big down bar, so not too surprising. Doesn't look like at the moment it's going to cross over, but who knows? BWA looks pretty good, actually. What we have here is we have a false breakout to the downside and a V2 that not only closed back over the 5 EMA, closed back in the value zone. So it's more of a kind of a double bottom. It's not necessarily a higher low kind of a situation, but it's more of a double bottom here with the V2. There's some nuances to this, but closed above the 10 EMA, -1 ATR channel, 5 EMA. MACD crossed over positive, which is good. Let's look at the weekly. Weekly, well, here we go, Lova. We have the big down bar, right? We are at about halfway of that, Tom. I talked a little bit about this last night. On the weekly, we have a big down bar. We've rallied to halfway and stopped on the weekly. So with that said, I am going to pass on BWA. Caterpillar. Oh, man. Let's see. Caterpillar has an under 200, over 200, and does it have a V2 here? Closed 210.87. It's 210.79. So it untriggered the V2. 210.42. Wait a minute. Closed 210.87. Yeah. 210.87. So probably for me, I'm going to try to look for that confluence of signals here and look for not only a close under over 200, but also a V2. No, I take that back. I'm going to let this one go. It's 48.91. It already rejected the 50 RSI, which doesn't matter if you're using an under 200, over 200. But if I'm using a V2, it factors in. So it has, at least now, has rejected the 49 RSI, or the 50 RSI and the 50-day. It's a higher low close back above. That's still good, but I think I'm going to pass on that. CVX has a close under, close back over the 200-day moving average, higher low one. That's good. I'm going to pass on CVX, and the reason why is because I already have Exxon on a weekly, monthly trade. And so I don't want the added correlation, but I like the V2. I like the close back over the 200-day moving average. I like the MACD crossing, but just from a correlation standpoint, I'm going to pass on CVX because I already have Exxon that I bought last Friday. Home Depot does have a 520 crossover trigger of a fractal. Fractal is a high with two lower highs to the left, two lower highs to the right. Let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly is okay. Above halfway of that big down bar. So that still looks pretty good. I believe I have this up here on, yep. So this is ETF replay. I am using this by permission, everyone. It's a great website where you can do your back testing. Let's see, let's do the 5 and the 20 EMA back test. It does back test positively, technically, not all that great. Actually, drawdown's worse than buy and hold. I kind of don't like that, like at all. And so I am not going to buy Home Depot. TEXT. Okay, Leva, this is for you, buddy. This is kind of a ski-wampus looking chart. And I saw in the Skype group that you were debating whether it was a high or low and so forth and so on. It's kind of a strange thing. We came into the value zone. We never closed below the -1 ATR channel. Okay, so it's not really a return to value because we never lost the value zone. We did come up. We made a lower high, came back down, didn't wash out the low, made a lower high here again with a lot of sideways motion. This bar did wash out the low and then trigger a V2. So yeah, it's valid. I would say this is totally valid. It's kind of an interesting situation. There's 571,000 shares traded. On the weekly, it's a little high for my blood. I mean, we're not quite to the second ATR channel. It held a 5 EMA. It held a 1 EMA, 1 ATR. It's okay. Like, it's okay. I'm not going to buy it, but I did see that and want to show that to you. Steve brought to our attention the 520 crossover on BLNK, that it is still in place. Not super thrilled with the rejection of the 1 ATR channel and the 50 EMA, so I think I'm going to pass on that. MasterCard, well, on my charts anyway here, did we reject the, okay, let's see if we did or not. No, we bounced near the 20. We bounced near the 20, but we did not, the 30, excuse me, but we did not reject the 30 RSI. So I mean, it's in the 30 area zone for sure, but I believe I like Visa better because this one did go under 30 and over 30, reject the 200-day moving average, and reject the negative third ATR channel. So my favorite setup today is Visa. Let's check the weekly. Not so great on the week. I mean, we're kind of in purgatory there, but on a big stock like Visa, I'm good with that risk to reward ratio. Doesn't mean it's going to be good, obviously, but I like it. What was that? Holy smokes. Okay. Very good, very good. Very good, very good, everybody. VIX waking up a little bit today. Yep. All right, so Visa is my pick for today. Oh, I've got to get rid of all sorts of stuff. What am I doing? Come on, buddy. Let's get to it. I've got to get rid of AGQ, lock in profits on my AGQ. Alibaba, I'm selling half. Sorry, I've got to get this done before the end of the day. What else was I looking at? Jojo. Yep, I'm selling all of JO, locking in profits on JO. And I believe that is it. So that's one account. Now I need to do this in another account. AGQ, gone. These have all been really good trades, so I'm grateful for that. JO, gone. And Baba. Half position of Baba. Yep. All right, so real quick, everyone, I did exit AGQ. It's been a wonderful, great trade. 2 of the 3 scenarios that get me out of a trade happened today. I am out. Baba, I locked in half today with the rejection of the 50, but still a nice trade. JO also got out because had a close below the previous day's low, and then we lost the 5 EMA, so I'm out of JO as well. Keeping KLAC, it's good. SPY, of course, buying that at the close. Amazon down today, but holding 1 profit target. And Visa is what I am buying today. So it's nice to clear out some of the positions. Okay. Domino's Pizza, doing well. 30 minutes or less, baby. bum. All right, so I'm just waiting to buy Visa. Chat says, another cool question. Since I am busy at the pharmacy and between phone calls and patients, very hard to watch the screen as you guys. Is there any strategy on weekly or monthly? Yes, absolutely, Chad. I trade weekly bars and monthly bars as well. And I think for busy people, trading the weeklies is great. All you have to do is trade on Friday. So you have to give yourself an hour on Friday, cut out the time, but they're the exact same approaches as they are on the daily, Chad. So yes, that's what I would do. I would trade the weeklies and the monthlies. Trade on Fridays and trade the last day of the month. David says UPS and MACD with 520 crossovers. How we doing? We have 8 minutes. UPS with 520 crossover. So mine looked like it crossed over yesterday, Dave. And McDonald's looks like that crossed over yesterday as well. Glenn says, VHD is weak into the end of the year. Best time to buy is end of December. Good to know. Glenn says, V weakest month are March, October, and September, seasonally entering a weak period. David says, Anthem from Kamal's scanner. V2 for sure. False breakout the downside, but it's I believe it's chasey, David. You know, we're right up here at resistance. We have the big down bar over here. We're getting right about halfway. Me personally, I would not buy this here. I mean, it looks strong for sure, but from a risk to reward standpoint, context of where we're at with the major moving averages, halfway of the wash, big down bar over here. I don't like it. That's my personal opinion. Michael says, I love the 233 -3 on Visa. Steve says, I locked in my spot profit this morning, 3.68% near the 30 RSI and third Keltner channel, exiting at 247.66. Okay, so 247.56. So Steve is out, locked in profits. Way to go, Steve. Very, very nice, my friend. Very, very nice. Congratulations. All right, so these are other exits. I'll take care of those in a minute. Frank says, picked up Zoom near. Okay, so I'll look at those in a sec as well. Well, that was fortunate. Boy, Vixie gave back a lot, didn't it? Holy hamburgers. Ho, ho, ho. Wow. Look at that, huh? VIX. That's a wild one. It's a wild one, everybody. Let me tell you what. Okay. And I'm just waiting to buy Visa. right. Just kind of cruising on into the close here before I buy Visa. I want to buy it right before the close. And again, I did completely exit AGQ. I sold 1/2 of Alibaba with the rejection of the 50. And I completely exited JO as well. All really good trades. Grateful for that. And just looking to buy Visa. That's it. All right. About 1.5 minutes to go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and buy me some Visa right here. Okay, I am done, except for my overnight SPY trade. About 5 seconds to go. Just kind of cruise on into the close here. Okay. All right, so let's take a look, see what we got here today. I did buy overnight SPY at 453.19. I did buy Visa today at 224.08. So overnight SPY trade. $453.19. And also Visa at 224.08. 224.08. Okay. Oh, 08. Yeah, oh yeah, that's what I have. Okay. All right, everybody. So listen, if any of my students have any entries or exits for me that they would like me to update on the board, this would be the time to do it. Just put them in the live stream chat and we'll take as much time as we need to get them all taken care of. Before we do that, just want to remind everybody that I do teach private one-on-one lessons in the evening time via Skype. I love to teach. I'm a good teacher. I teach a great course And in the course, I teach you all 5 of the approaches that I've been using over the last 25 years. I teach you step by step. I think it's the best way to learn is one-on-one with your teacher. And that's what I do in this course. Just you and I, one-on-one. I teach you step by step how to trade all 5 of the different approaches that I have. We do a lot of simulation trades. I ask you a lot of questions. I throw you a lot of curveballs. When you're done, I really want you to know exactly how to trade all 5. The course will make you a better trader. I have no doubt in my mind whatsoever. I have taught a lot of people from around the world. I've turned out some really great traders, and it's very important to me that each one of my students succeeds. So I bring 100% every single time, and it's a lot of work for both me and for the student, but it's worth it. You know, great things are not easy. You have to work for them. So the course does cost $1,750. I know it sounds like a lot of money, but it is worth every penny. And I promise you, you're going to get more than what you paid for. I promise you. So if you are interested, please send me an email. Email's in the description of this video on YouTube. Just say, Greg, I'm potentially interested in your one-on-one course. I will reply. I'll say, let's set up a Skype call so we can get to know each other. Want to learn a little bit more about you and your trading, your challenges, your goals. It's a good time for you to ask me specific questions about the course. And then when we are done with the Skype call, think about it as long as you want. And one day, if you wake up and you're like, today's the day, I really do want to improve my trading, then email me back and we will get the course set up and away we will go. Secondly, I do have a great online course on udemy.com called the Deep Dip Buy Stock Trading Strategy. It's a great strategy. A lot of these profits that I locked in today were used with that exact strategy. So I think you will definitely find it helpful. It will teach you about position sizing, volatility, entity stops, intraday profit targets, emergency stops, all the stuff I talk about. You will have a complete trading plan. So the link to that is in the description here, the udemy.com. And the best thing, it's $12 or $15 depending on the day. And don't let the low price fool you. You get a lot for your money in that course. I've had so many good reviews and feedback from all over the world. And then lastly, as always, if you like today's podcast, if you could hit the thumbs up button before you get out, it really does help build the channel, keep the channel around, and let YouTube know that there's some valuable content here. So if you've already hit it, thank you so much. If you haven't, and I could humbly ask, maybe just hit that before you check out of here. If you found something valuable, then that would be wonderful, and that's all I would ask. So thanks and for listening to my business, and let's get over to your business, shall we? Okay, now I know Steve did. Okay, took off spot. Disney. Okay, Steve exited Disney for a 0.93% gain. Very nice. All right, I think we still have Michael Martin in there. So I'll just take Steve off. Frank picked up some Zoomy. And Frank picked up Zoom at 290. I knew it was going to be a good price because that's what Frank does. All right, he picked it up at 290.49. 290.49 for Frank. All right. Nice pickup there, Frank. Chad says, and in Udemy, there is a way to scan for weekly and monthly setups. No, I don't believe there's a way to scan for that in Udemy. You're going to kind of have to do it yourself. You're going to have to get together a watch list of the major stocks and the major indexes and scan for them that way. Although in Udemy, maybe that's what you're talking about. I do have in the Udemy course, I do have a list of stocks that I watch that do backtest. That's probably what you meant, Char. So yes, in Udemy, there is my watch list, and I would go from those. Hope that helps, Chad. Michael says, all of mine that I thought I was going to have to sell now, untriggered. Fantastic. Steve is also long Blink, BLNK. Okie doke. Steve bought Blink where? 33.35. Okay. That's the 520. Steve Burns is also long MasterCard. Oh, look at the board. It's getting big, everybody. Getting big. You know what I'm implying. Hopefully not tomorrow. All right, MasterCard. That's Steve Burns bought at 340.48. Oh, good entry. Tom is in V. He's at a TTD. He's at a Roku. Yeah, that was a tough one, buddy. Sorry. Big whips on that one. Out of JO. You're out of a halfie. All right, so I am out. Oh, no, you're totally out. You're totally out. You're out of Amazon 1/2. So you're out of 3/4. Right, and I'm out of 3/4. Well, I know that. Okay. Out of JO. Okay. Out of 1/2 Amazon. Yes. Okay. David is in Visa. Michael Wilkinson is in Visa. Ava is in Visa. Good luck, Ava. Out of GNRC short. Yep. All right. Good trade. Good job following your rules, Ava. Kamal is out of Twitter. Jonathan is out of DocuSign. And in 1/2 of Visa. Roger that. Misha, how you doing, Misha? Nice to see you. What does Misha have to say? Loved your Udemy course. Hope you do another one soon. Aw, thank you. Yes, I have about 4 more that I'm going to do. But man, I have just been so busy. I just haven't had the time. I have been teaching so much, and there's really no time left in the day. But I will come out with some other courses, definitely, for sure. And of course, I'll let everyone know. But thank you for that, Misha. That's kind of you. Miko is in Visa. Miko. You know, Visa is exactly the kind of company that I would be interested in selling puts on here. when you sell puts, you're selling below. I like to find confluences. I mean, right off the bat, $200 probably be a decent place. It's a confluence of the 100 and below. Oh, that's the fourth HAR channel. Let's see the monthly. Of course, the further you go down, the less money you're going to make. Let's see, if we go to 180, we're probably not going to make that much, but it'd be pretty safe. And the daily, that would put that where? Way down there. I'll have to spend some more time, but when you get stocks like Visa, Apple, Amazon, Google, you get the big monster stocks. I really do like to sell puts when you get a big sell-off. Premium gets higher, in my opinion. It's less risk because it's going down on a company that's going to be around. So tomorrow, Visa goes down. I hope it doesn't because we're all long, but if it does, I'll probably get out of my swing trades and probably sell some puts, usually about a 15 delta, 15 to 20% delta, maybe sell them to the beginning of the year, but I'll have to find a confluence. I'll have to find a strike price that makes sense on multiple time frames. Michael says, well, now Visa has a confluence of 4 indicators, 200, 30, negative third, and AVA. I love it. AVA is our new indicator. If Ava likes it, no pressure, Ava. You and I have talked about this. This is all in good fun. But, Ava's trading has just been so impressive. And I think she's made a quantum leap. And that's what happens, Ava. You've had some really great trades and people have seen them and take notice. And congratulations. I know you're not going to have every trade that's going to be positive. Of course not. And there is no pressure, but I think it's a kind of a coming of age thing where the group as a whole has noticed Ava's performance. And so I'm really proud of her. Ava and I work together on lessons and stuff and really, really proud of her. She's one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. And that's hilarious, Michael. That is hilarious. I love it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. What's going on after hours? Anything exciting? Apple down. Alibaba up. What about our dominoes? Even. What about the wily VIX? Ooh, VIX is up 3 cents. SPY down 12 cents. 12 cents. Okay. Yes, you're right. Thanks for noticing. I did not read this yet. If we all do one random act of kindness, we just might set the world in the right direction. This is by Martin Kornfeld. I love this saying. I try to incorporate this in my daily life. I really do try to make it a habit of trying to do something nice, one random act of kindness daily for another human being. Also, I try to do it for an animal. I think it's a good policy. As the saying said, it would help to set the world in the right direction. So go out and try it for a couple days and see. It's going to make them feel good. It's going to make you feel good. They may feel good. Pass it on to someone else. You might start the wave, right? We might just start the wave from this little podcast. I don't know, but it's a good dream, right? It couldn't hurt. So I do like to leave everyone off with this every day. Miko says, thanks, Greg. You are welcome, Miko. Kamal says, thank you, Greg. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you, Kamal. Kamal, I'm going to try to call you on my walk today so we can catch up. But great day trading today. Very happy with the day trades today. Mixed bag on the swing trades, but that's what it seems like lately. I've had some really good swing trades. Had some not so hot swing trades. Tomorrow's Friday. Have some weekly trades. Some of them are working out. Some of them are not. But we'll review that tomorrow. But yeah, the day trades last month and this month been pretty good. Yesterday, not so hot tamale, but today has some nice trades. Gary says, thanks, Greg. Sorry I got tied up again. No problem, buddy. Always nice to have you here, Gary, and we do need to catch up. I need to catch up with a lot of people. Have not caught up with Timothy, need to catch up with him. Like to check in with Jonathan, see what's going on with him. Like to check in with Lilia. She sent me a nice message yesterday about my dog. She has German Shepherds as well, so that was nice. If you're out there, Lilia, thank you. Tom says, thanks, Greg. Let's finish strong tomorrow. Absolutely. Gary says, have a great afternoon. Jonathan says, cheers, guys. Have a good evening, Jonathan. Nice to see everybody. And Jonathan with a half on V, right? Yeah, half V for J. All right, so we can get rid of Vixie. So again, I did get rid of AGQ. That's a goner. Did get rid of JO. That's a goner. And did get rid of one half of Baba. But AGQ, let's see, that's just me left, right? Yeah, so we can get rid of that totally. And anyone left in JO? Frank. Okay, so we'll leave Frank there. So looks like my positions are getting down to a reasonable level. I mean, I have a lot of them that are, you know, I've scaled out of, taken half. So it looks like I have six positions, which I do, but I really don't have 6 full positions. Not that I couldn't, but that would probably be the maximum I ever did. But I've sold half, scaled out, sold half, scaled out. You know what I'm saying, right? Lova says, thank you for everything, Greg. Thank you for everything, bud. Nice to see you. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Be careful out there. Ava says, thank you for the kind words and guidance, Greg. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. Thank you, Ava. Appreciate that, my friend. Hope you have a good walk with your pup today. All right. So, listen, before I go, if you have hit the thumbs up button, thank you so much. If you haven't and enjoyed something today, learned something today, if you could on the way out, that would make me really happy. And that's all I ask. So that would be wonderful if you could. Tomorrow's Friday, so end of week trades coming up on weekly. I'll be checking those out tonight. And yeah, I think that's probably it for right now, unless anyone has anything else to add. Jokes, haikus, poems, riddles. I guess there's other things other than that, but all right, I think that's it. Thanks for coming, everyone. Be good. Have a safe day. Drive safe. Be nice. Do some deep breathing. Study your charts. Have some fun. Laugh. Just try to have a great rest of your day. And thanks so much for coming. All right. Take care, everyone. Hope to see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. U.S. government required disclaimer. Stock, options, futures, and forex trading is not appropriate for everyone. While there is a potential for large rewards, there is also a substantial risk of loss associated with trading. The material in this video or live broadcast is not geared towards any particular individual or to any particular financial situation and is not intended to meet the particular investment objectives of any viewer. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Any and all information contained in, implied, or referenced by this video or live broadcast is not to be construed as investment advice, and no representation is made that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast is an investment or financial advisor or is registered or authorized to give any financial advice. We are publishers and educators only. Therefore, the various producers of this video or live broadcast will not accept liability for any loss or damage of any kind which may arise either directly or indirectly out of the use of any of this material, including any loss of profit. No representation is made that any account or investment will or is likely to achieve the profit or losses demonstrated. We recommend consultation with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision. This video or live broadcast is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell any security, financial instrument, or financial product of any kind. Notice is hereby given that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast or their clients may have an interest in any security, financial instrument, or financial product mentioned or referenced. Any simulated or hypothetical performance result depicted does not represent actual trading and therefore may under or overcompensate for the impact of various market factors such as lack of liquidity. Thank you.